Hello everyone. Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick. Now let me go and look and make sure that I have gone live here. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I have. Looks like I'm a bit crooked. I don't know why I do this every time. Let's see. Is it this way? No, it's this way I need to be. So come on in, say hello. Let's see if that makes a difference. If I didn't make you guys sick from the carnival ride. There, that's straighter. I see Kristen Wenzel from Cedar Falls. Jackie Johnson from Pittsburgh. There's Marcia. Hi, Mary Jo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So it's good to see everyone here. It is Friday, and this Friday is different than any Friday, any other Friday. Do you want to know why? Because we're on vacation. So we are going to be doing a staycation, actually, which means that we are going to be staying in this general area. We will be venturing out a few different places, but there's a lot of historical things right here in just the town that we moved to. And I feel like Bill hasn't had a vacation in a while because he used up all his vacation time in coming down here to find a place to live and then the actual move. We still are not completely moved in. I know it's been 8 months, but with my lupus, it takes me a while. Everything is in the right room and stuffed in closets, I will say, but those need to come out and they need to be put away and figured out where things are, and where they go and what we're going to do with it. So I've ordered some more shelving for some organization in the basement, but I hope that you guys are going to have a good weekend. We plan to, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but those of you who follow me, and I named a bunch of people that were here, Bill is a history major. So history is kind of his thing. There's a lot of Civil War history in this area. And I think that's what we're going to kind of venture in and find out. And then he's kind of gotten me into it, you guys. I hated history in school, but I'm telling you, it is very interesting. So let me just take a look and make sure. Okay, we've got a few people on here now. There is Nick. Hi, Nick. Hi, Kristen Tatum. How are you doing? And there's France. There's Cindy Howard. So welcome, welcome, welcome. The reason why Bill is not here today is because he is the supervisor and he is going on vacation. So he has got to make sure everything is done so that he can leave and have a clear conscience about it. So if you're new watching, say hello, tell us where you're from. I found out, I have been saying this for a while, that we like to hear where people's from. And apparently I had a couple of people message me and say, hey, I like to hear when there's people from other countries. Now, all of us know Nick very well in this group, but if you're from any place outside of Ireland, because we got our Irish. That's all we can handle is one of her. So anyway, kidding, Nick. If you're new, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be putting this on Facebook later. So I chose kind of a simple card. It's my Fridays that anyone can make. I do have a couple of things. I just realized I forgot to get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine ready because we're going to be using that. But I do have a really fun card, and I am going to be coming again next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I just have so much I want to show you guys before all the celebration stuff goes. So FYI, there's just a little bit of time left on celebration, and I ended up making a $50 order today just because I wanted one item off of celebration. But I made sure that I had enough paper and stuff that I wanted. This paper pack is actually, I think it's called Softly Stippled, but let me pull it up here. It is one of the celebration items. If you're new, joining celebration is an event where every $50 that you purchase, you get to pick a prize for free. And it's from a specific little catalog that I'll show at the end. This was one of them that I picked for free. Now, we used this in the card from, it's so stinking cute. We used it for the submarine card. So I used kind of the textured paper. Well, I went ahead and purchased the Stippled Roses. It is a bundle. So when you buy the bundle together, you do save 10%. But I bought this because there's so many pretty papers in here. And one of them, I love the texture, but one of them is this paper here. And it's got the stippled rose on it, and then on the other side it has another one of these neat fabric patterns. And so you may have purchased this already, and if you haven't, you still have time to get it, but I wanted to use the bundle together and show you, and I've just done my own little flair on it. So I'm going to start with a card base. Let me put these off to the side for now. This is a Calypso Coral. This is my favorite coral that Stampin' Up! Has ever put out since I have been a demonstrator. Or since I've been buying, I should say since I've been buying Stampin' Up! Because I wasn't a demonstrator right away. But before we get going into the stamping portion, so I just folded it in half. I want to definitely do, actually, no. I was going to cut the thing, but I realized I need to show you this. I already have it out. The roses, because I want to do a card using this, and I want to die cut this. So this is our Pebbled Path, and I chose this for a specific reason. Hold on, where is the paper? Here we go. This is just a basic white. That's my inside. Here we go. This is just a scrap of basic white. Don't get your inside mixed up with your outside. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. When I have a large image like this, I like to take the ink to the image. So this, that rocking, there we go. The glass mat is great until you do a demonstration, right? Because it makes all that noise. So I'm going to ink that up very well in the Pebbled Path, and hopefully I got that on. And give that a minute for that ink to transfer. Who's going to be stamping this weekend? So it's a nicer weekend here. Oh my gosh, look at this image. I love it. I love that. Oh, I love it. Okay, now I can stop pruning over that, and I can just pull out the die cut. So it is still in here. So it has dies, and we're going to be using this die also today. So let me get this hooked on here. And you can use a piece of like a little Post-it note, or I'm using a little well-loved piece of washi tape. I may have to stand up to see that I've got that on correctly. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to pull in the Big Boss. Do you think that would fit through the mini? Let me see if it'll fit through the mini. Do you think it will? Maybe it'll fit through the mini. Oh, I don't have to pull the Big Boss out. I can just use my mini cutter to show you. So, sticking the silicone mat down, we're going to cut this with one base plate, one cutting plate, our image, the die, and then make that little E formation, right? And great, I did it backwards, but you get the idea. I'm going to have to go this way. Oh, it feels so wrong to be left. How many left-handers out there? My daughter's a left-handed little gal, and she butters the bread on the wrong side of the knife. Drives me nuts growing up. When she was growing up, so there'd always be crumbs on the wrong side. Okay. So this is why I wanted to start with this, because now I have this out of the way, and it did work in the mini cutter, so that's kind of a good thing to know. All right, let's bring that base back in, and let's pull out the DSP. So I have a piece of Pebbled Path, cut it 3 7/8. This is my preference, by 1 1/8. I usually like that 1/8 inch border, but you could do a 1/4 inch. So then my measurements then are 2 1/2 on the DSP for the flower print by 5, and then 1 1/4 by 5 on the pattern fabric print. And I'm going to use these right here, adhere them down onto my mat. Now again, if you want to do a 1/4 inch border, you can. I just like that small little border. Okay, then we're going to do the opposite, because this was the same piece of DSP. I just cut it at 1 1/4 inches here off of the bottom. Does anyone have this set already and you've been using it? There we go. Okay. So I'll just leave these measurements up here. If you want to copy them, you can. Then we're going to go ahead and take, so have you guys seen this? It's the More Dazzle paper. It's 6 by 6. This is how it comes. And it has kind of this silver, and then it has this gold. Let's cut a piece of this gold off. Gold goes so pretty with Calypso coral. So I'm going to cut, oh, maybe a 1/4 inch. Maybe I should do, is a 1/2 inch too big? You like how I make stuff up as I go? I'll do a 1/4 inch, I think. I don't think I need that big amount. Maybe I'll do just a smidge over a 1/4. How about that? Let's cut that down. And then I want to add this to my card, and I'm going to cut it at 5, right? 5, yep. So that it matches that. And I'm going to say, you did good service, but I know you're no longer required, and trash that. So this is just a little bit of bling bling to have on it. I like to put the line down when I'm having something that's this small. It's easier for me to just put it right on top. There we go. Alrighty, that has jazzed it up just that little bit. Now when I put that on the base, I've got a beautiful background. So next week it's supposed to be like 77 here on Tuesday, but then it goes down to like 44 or something on Wednesday. Oops, let's get this the right way. So I'm having the shorter side on bottom. that green glue just gives me a moment to get that even, and I'm going to have to pick it up to look. There we go. So we'll press this down. So now I got a beautiful card base. Again, that was the More Dazzle 6x6 paper. Very pretty stuff. Okay. Then I have a piece. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. It's kind of my standard. You can do it however you want to. You can have this come on the side, which is what I'm going to do. You can have it either side. And if you have a longer piece, this was a piece that I cut off of a sheet that was obviously not what I'm working. So it was just kind of a little scrap. And so it makes such a cute little inside. And I'm really, really starting to get into the habit of, while I've got my stuff out, finish doing the inside and the envelope. That little bit of detail. So I think I'm going to do a little stamping this weekend, but I think we're going to kind of get our chores done, our weekly chores done, so that when we're not here, we are going to be having fun and playing. I don't know what all we'll do. We'll probably go to Hannibal, I'm pretty sure. So if you don't know, I live in Palmyra, Missouri, and this was a move about 8 months ago. So now you've got your inside kind of done up. Now you can easily use blends to color these, or you can use like blending brushes if you wanted to color some color. But I wanted to point out, I usually try to do something to teach. I've got, I'm using the color that was in the paper, which is the Pebbled Path, and I've added Pebbled Path. I've done this in Pebbled Path. If I add color to it, it's going to take away from this beautiful paper. So I definitely don't want to add color to it. I decided I wanted to go with this because this draws it in with everything. I don't know if you guys use cards and think about like focal points and stuff, but I try to, and I mean, I'm nowhere an expert. I'm just anybody stamping a card, but I do try to look at that and think, okay, how do I want to? I like a lot of these. I won't lie. Maybe one more. I probably shouldn't do that many. That's probably overkill. But I want you to notice I'm keeping it away from the edges. Now, the other thing that you could do is you could add a Wink of Stella to this too, a clear Wink of Stella. And so your color would show through. Now, I think I want it like this. I don't normally do just dead center, so I'm going to just kind of do a little caca thing here. It's kind of kitty corner. And yeah, that's my preference. I went ahead and cut out a couple of these from the die set, from the Stippled Roses die set, a couple of these, and my chosen color, and you can use whatever green you want, but I really am just in love with Granny Apple Green for leaves. I think it's a brighter version. I used to always use Old Olive, but I've just gotten away from it since Granny Apple Green came into my life. So you can choose however you want to do it. But I think I'm going to go here and use a glue dot here. It's stuck to me. And stick this in. And that way I can have it kind of coming. It's stuck. I know it's loose there, but it's stuck in there. And then I'll do this one. And I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool. So, Mary Jo's in my group, and she just stamped a bunch of beautiful cards. So you have been very busy, Mary Jo. That's always so much fun. And I think I'm just going to go the other way. So I've got it kind of going this way, so I'm just going to go the other way. And that little pop really does add to this. Now, we need to add, and for Jackie, because I saw Jackie on here, there's no ribbon on this one. Let's just add, I think I'll go here. And then I'm going to add one. Maybe I'll go here. And then I'll take another one for, and these are the pastel adhesive back sequins, but they do have a gold in it, which I think brings out the gold in this. So, oh, so cute. You don't have to be, you know, a good colorist on all cards. I mean, I know some of you are, but you don't have to be. You can just do a card that has a little bit of color. So then I've got a 2x6 piece of DSP. I got another embellishment stuck to me. And I'm just going to do the envelope while I've got everything right out. Because I had this DSP out. I had, this is just such a simple card, but yet very effective. So we'll do this, and then we'll put a sentiment on it. How about that? Where's my trimmers? Here we go. I probably could have done a 2 1/4. I'll have to remember that. Okay, so I've got the matching envelope. Now let's get this set up and let's do the sentiment on this. I am going to take a piece of, what do I got here? Basic white. And let's pull out some Calypso Coral. And in this set, they have Best Birthday Wishes. I'm so late on birthday cards right now, it's not even funny. So I need a few. So I'm going to do Best Birthday Wishes. And I'm just going to line my paper right up on my grid. We do sell grid paper if you do not have one of these mats. Or if you'd like to get one, ask me how. Ask Mary Jo how. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little, well, that was crooked. We're going to flip it over. My stamp's not on the block straight, so good to know. There we go. Best Birthday Wishes on here. Let's trim this down. So let's go to the 1/4 inch. Does that work? Nope, that's going to cut into it. There, that'll work, I think. There we go. Oh, let's trim this down a little bit. And flip it over and trim this one down. About a 1/2 inch from the sentiment is what I'm doing. Or approximately. I guess this one is a little bit long. There we go. You can flag it too if you want to. I'm not going to. And because I want this to mail on one stamp, I'm going to just do a little bit of glue. And so I have 2 glue bottles going at all times, and one is more full when I need to do a lot of gluing, and one is kind of more for detailed stuff. Little tip. And this way you can do one little line of glue across there. And let's see, I'll have it be just a hair lower than that so that you can see a little bit more of this. And it goes right on top. So I'm pulling that color in from the background in on top, even though I didn't color in these flowers. These are the most amazing flowers to not color in. Now you can. I'm going to give you a little tip though. You can color them in with our blends. So let me just pull some blends out here. If you want to color them in with our blends, which is an alcohol marker, my tip would be to go very lightly. Don't sit and try to do a lot of blending. Use them more for coloring in, and then I would go in with the light first, and then I would go in and put details in with the dark. And if you needed to do a little blending after that, fine. The reason why is because it will start to feather that ink. So do it lightly. That would be my tip. If you're going in with blending brushes like this, I think that would be just fine. I don't think there's any problem once the ink dries. Or you can leave them just like this and stamp them in a color, which was what I did. So let me stop here a minute and see if there's any questions that I can identify. Anything, guys? I'm not seeing much, but okay. Well, Mary Jo says she loves the glass mat. So very simple card. It looks like my video is a mile away, so I'm going to hold this up a minute. Very simple card. I hope you guys have a great weekend and get some Stampin' in on your fun. I will be back here Monday, 4 p.m. Central Time. I will be back Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, and I will be back Friday, 4 p.m. again. I would like to let you guys know that if you want to purchase any of these products, the free paper that I'm used today is only available until the 29th of this month. So, and you can get it with a $50 purchase through our celebration. I also have a stamp pack available for those of you, and it's actually using this paper, but it's using the floral side of it. With an $80 purchase before tax and shipping, using my current host code, and this is my current one, you can receive a stamp pack from me that you can put together with any stamp that you have. I've got it set up very kind of generic so that you can put together a set of matching cards that if you wanted to give as a gift, you could. And then I told you earlier that I would show you what Celebrations is. This is Celebration. Anything that you purchase from our regular catalogs, there's a little catalog. You can view it online too. It's probably getting too late to do some shipping of different items that you can get. So for every $50, 50 is just the minimum. There's $100 items in here too. But I appreciate you guys stopping by today and watching my card. I hope that you enjoy it. And next week, I'll see you 3 days next week. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.